nationalities.
Miss Maya? Miss Maya, can you please speak a little bit louder?
Yes. Sorry. I said challenges working with different nationalities.
Challenges working with different nationalities. Thank you so much, Miss
Yes.
Maya. And what exactly is your challenge? Like, where exactly are you finding it difficult to work with different nationalities?
For me, the challenge is, because we are all used working with the same nationality like us, so we know their attitude, we know how to please them. But with when I came here in Dubai, it was a total what do you call this, it's not shocking, it's just that it's really different, because um it's hard to please them, seriously. Especially at work.
All right, I'm actually getting you, Miss Maya. Okay, so guys, is there anyone who is also facing the same situation like what Miss Maya is facing, like challenges at work? JJ, are you
Yes.
facing any challenges at work?
Yes, of course, there are very many challenges. First of all, at work, the weather. You can find out that most of us work from outside. And when it comes to winter, it can hit you badly to an extent that you feel like you want to run away.
So
But
that is in China,
knowing the
right?
purpose why, yes, in China.
Okay, so
But knowing
I
the
think,
purpose why.
just a minute. I think for today, if we are going to speak to all those who joined us late, today we are talking about the challenges that we faced since we left our home countries, like challenges that we are facing in diaspora. So today, if you are going to get a chance to speak, please introduce yourself. Tell us where you are right now, where you are facing the challenges, so that we can actually know like what's going on. Like JJ, what he's talking about right now, he's in China, and he's actually talking about the weather, the challenges that he's actually facing right now in China about winter. JJ, you can continue.
Yes. You know, I'm from Uganda. And at most, the most coldest day, all the percentage is always around 24 degrees Celsius. And here comes when I go to China, I find the temperature goes even in negatives, around negative 13, around negative 20, around negative 25 at most. And you find yourself working outside. You stand in the winter, very cold. It hits you the ears, the nose. You feel like, this is now too much. But knowing the purpose why you're standing there, it just keeps you to move,
Mm-hmm.
But there are very many challenges, I think. And East or West home is the best. Immediately you reach to such countries, you start missing home immediately. You look at everything, you don't understand. You're like, where am I? You're used of different situations. Here, they are always on time. In Uganda or in Africa, time is not like mostly being forced onto the person. But when you reach to these countries, you find out that you have to be on time. You miss 1 minute, your money is gone immediately. You miss a second, your money is gone. They tell you to reach there at 11 p.m. You reach at 11 p.m. in seconds, you're late and your money is gone. So it's really hectic, but knowing the purpose why you're doing that, it just keeps you and it helps you to learn more and very fast, and you adapt to the situation. Yeah, that is.
All right, thank you so much, JJ. It's really nice to know that you guys, you are actually out there doing something, and we are really sorry about you guys facing challenges of weather and being on time and everything. Yeah, some challenges I understand. You can improvise and you can actually work on them, like being late and not being on time. Something like that is something that you can work on. But then we have situations like weather, something that there's nothing that you can do. I mean, it's winter, it's winter. Is that the only thing you can do is trying to make sure you cover your body as much as possible, but still, I understand you grew up in a different situation, different environment, and now you are in China, and the weather, it will be very hard even for the body to get used to that, but something like that, it's something that you need to live with, and it's something that you cannot blame on anybody, something that is nature, right? I really do hope that the body is going to get used to that as soon as possible. I hope you're going to be, sorry, to be able to keep up with it, Let's go back again to Whitney's issue about facing challenges working with different nationalities. So I understand we also have more people who are here from Dubai. And I just wanted to ask, you guys here who are in Dubai, who are working, is there anybody also who is finding it difficult to work with different nationalities, especially at work? Maybe at work, or maybe even where you are staying? Like, can we just talk about the exact difficulties that you are facing, even maybe at home or maybe outside there, any kind of difficulties that you are facing? I think we have Judy and Ruby. Guys, can we hear something from you? All right. I think they might be.
Hi.
Yes, hi, Ruby.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm a little busy. Visitors, so I'm cooking, but I'm just gonna give my short contribution.
Yes,
just to contribute to what I forgot her name, what she said earlier about working with other nationalities. Yes, when I was working, I did face a challenge, but I just had to have this kind of attitude, like it's okay, what to do. I just have to work with them, and I ended up having an attitude like they're just my workmates, they're not my friends. At the end of the day, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna talk to my family, I'm gonna talk to my friends. So I would just shake it off or just brush it off. Then I left for a day. And now I'm not working. A challenge that I'm facing is when I'm looking for a job. I think that thing of saying they have preferences for other nationalities, so we are left outside. Like you wonder, so where do I fit in? I think that's what I'm facing as a challenge right now.
All right, thank you so much, Ruby. Thank you so much. I think with this challenge, looking for a job, I think it's actually affecting a lot of people, especially if you are new and then go to another country, you want to look for a job, you don't you don't have experience yet, and you are just new there. Maybe the worst part will be you don't have anybody with you or anyone that you know, and it might be really hard. But still, even if you have got experience, sometimes it's even difficult. Just like what Rum is saying, that the most difficult part from his side is actually the job hunt. looking for a job, because most companies will be preferring like specific nationalities or something like that. I really do understand that. I think everyone, most of the people who are out there are facing the same issue. Like, this is something that most of the people are facing. Judy, do you mind sharing with us anything, any challenges from your side?
She's on mute.
Judy, you are on mute. Okay.
Yeah, hi.
Hello.
Yeah, good. Sorry, I'm late. Challenges that I faced when I was looking for work when I came to UAE.
Yeah. If you visited
At
another
first it was
different
very
country.
hard when I left my country, when I came to UAE. The person who brought us here, we came 3 girls. The person who brought here, he didn't specify the visa, so we were not sure how long the visa was. So we came to realize the visa was only 1 month. And in that 1 month, he left us, he brought us to Dubai. We took a hotel for like 4 days. Then after that, he left and told us to look for a place to stay. Then later we realized when we looked at the visa, it was only 1 month. So getting a job in 1 month's time, and we are both new, it was very hard for us. So in 1 month's time, I could not get a job. I even realized I'm supposed to exit like tomorrow. I had to get money from anywhere, then go back home, and I had to come back again and look for work. So I had a very long story.
I see.
Yeah, that's one for another day.
All right. Thank you so much, Judy. Thank you so much. I can see really people are facing a lot of different challenges, you know, just by moving from their own country, going to another country. It's really hard. I would want to go back again to Miss Maya's challenge about the workplace, you know. So actually, especially here in UAE, we are, you know, we have got different nationalities, and as much as I understand that, you know, we come from different families, and we all are, you know, we grew up in a different way, and we have got different cultures, and we have got, you know, different ways of doing things, you know. So I think, Miss Maya and Judy, I'm just going to unmute you guys. Then if you want to speak, you can unmute yourselves, okay? So I think the most important thing, according to how I understand things here in UAE, I think mostly, I know it's really hard sometimes to work with different nationalities at the same time, because it's like you are dealing with different ways of doing things at the same time. So it's really hard sometimes, and it's really tough. But I think most of the time, when you are here and you are working in a company, the most important thing is open your ears and close your mouth. I think it really helps. When you are here, try to focus. I mean, I think everywhere we are, guys, like, you're out, as long as you're not in your country, you can even do this even if you're in your country. Always learn to shut your mouth and listen. Because most of the time, what really puts us in a difficult situation at work is ending up saying some things that we are not supposed to be saying. The fact that because you feel like, okay, so this is right, so things are supposed to be like this, you know, and sometimes things might be right to you, but then they might offend somebody else, you know. So I think wherever we are or wherever you are, it is something that you might want to apply somehow whenever you are especially dealing with different nationalities, because what might be okay for me might offend another nationality, and what might be what might offend me might be actually something that is okay with another nationality. So it's actually something that we need to work on. Like really, to all those who are working and to all those who are still looking for jobs, I think it is very important that we put this in mind. Wherever you are, open your ears. Yes, you have to listen. This is how you can learn. Listen to whatever is happening. Use your eyes to observe the situation around you. Observe and try to fit it, as much as it might be very hard and very difficult. I think it's something that we all need to work on. But the most important thing, if you are working with different nationalities, please learn to shut your mouth. Close it, like zip it. Do not, try to prove yourself or to prove that maybe you know better than anybody, or maybe whatever you think is always right. You always learn when you work with different nationalities. You always learn that you need to be open. You need to try by all means to understand others. So I think it might help us somehow, but still, do not expect things to happen the same way that they happen from your own country, because really it's totally different. And do not expect people to treat you the way you treat them. Life doesn't work like that, because you might feel like I'm treating them well, and why are they not treating me well, and why are they? No, not everyone out there can treat you well, and not everyone can be nice to you. So this is the real world. So we really need to know why we left our homes and why are we not home right now. Everybody is out there looking for greener pastures so that we can survive, so that we can find, something for our families and have a better life. So I think whenever you face a challenge, whenever you face a situation, try to start again thinking about the main reason why you left your home, why you had to leave your comfort, to leave your comfort zone, to leave your families, to leave an environment where you grew up in, and then go out there, leaving everyone behind. Like some of us here, you have kids and they're back home. You've got families, you've got family members who are not feeling well, who are actually in critical conditions right now. But you couldn't stay there. You couldn't be there just to be by their side, because you need to support them financially. The real world that we are living in is you, and no matter how nice you can be, or no matter what comfort you can bring to your family members, we always need the financial part. The financial part needs to, it's needed. We need that. But because from our home countries, we cannot actually afford, we can't have enough to look after ourselves and our families. We need to go out there to look for greener pastures so that we can actually support everyone who is home. So whatever you face in a diasporian country, whatever the challenge it is, please always remind yourself the main reason why you had to leave home and go to that place. This reason is supposed to encourage you, to motivate you, so that you can actually keep going. If you know wherever you are right now, you're getting something better than what you've been getting from your home, then at least we just need to appreciate that. The most important thing right now is to focus on, why are we here? Why did we leave our homes and then come to this place? So no matter how hard it is, always remind yourself, I'm here because I have to look after my family. I'm here because I have some certain needs that I need to meet. So I must be here. And please, to those who believe in God, please try by all means to use your faith to guide you and to encourage you and to motivate you in whatever you'll be doing. And to those who do not believe in God, always try to be positive. Try to be positive. Try to make sure that find something that can encourage you, something that can give you energy, something that can, motivate you so that you can keep going. I understand we are all facing different challenges, but we need to keep up. We need to keep up because we really need to survive. No matter what, we need to survive. I think I have said enough, and we also have some people who have joined us just now. Can I ask Munyaradzi? I can see you are here with us. Please, can we just get any challenge that you have faced in wherever you are, the diasporian country that you are in right now? Since you left home, what kind of challenges have you faced or are you facing right now? Munya, if you can hear me, can you please unmute your device because you are on mute right now?
Yeah, hello guys.
Thank you so much, Munya. Actually, for today, we are actually focusing on the challenges that we are facing in diaspora. Like, what are the challenges that you have faced since you moved from your home country, or the challenges that you are facing right now?
What kind of challenges are you talking about right now?
Okay, so already here we got some challenges from China. We were talking to JJ and he told us that he has been facing challenges of weather, that they are working outside and the weather it's really cold, it's too cold, and it's really hard for them actually, keep up with it. And then we had some people also who are in Dubai who have been saying it has been hard for them to work with the different nationalities. And some were saying it has been hard for them to, to settle in Dubai because when they came, they were put on a 1-month visa, and the person who was supposed to help them out just ended up, dumping them, and then they ended up facing a lot of challenges. So from your own side, what are the challenges that you have faced since you left your home country?
Yeah, I think I would say language barrier. It's very difficult to communicate with these guys, especially from here in Dubai. And all that stuff.
Sorry, can you please try to use English? We have got different nationalities already here.
Oh,
as you are saying, communication barrier, okay. Yeah?
Okay. Yeah, I've been having problems with some of the guys that I work with, especially when you're communicating. I work with Indian guys, and their English is real bad.
Munya, can we not mention any nationality? Let us not be specific on any nationality. Let's just talk in general, okay. Like.
Oh, so how am I gonna go about it? Okay.
No, okay, you can just go by at work. I'm facing challenges to communicate with my colleagues, and just let us know how exactly it's happening.
Okay. Oh, that's a difficult one for me. That's a difficult one for me. Yeah, I think that's one of the most challenges that I had. Communication with these with my colleagues. But we are trying to make things happen. Yeah, I would say that. By the way, I'm in Dubai.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So there's also another challenge that is coming from Munya about communication barrier. And it is actually quite a challenge, especially if you're dealing with different nationalities, especially here. I really do understand that. To be honest, I faced all these challenges also myself, and sometimes it's really hard because as much as we try to use English to communicate with it's more like English is one of the languages that is well known here with different nationalities. But then still using that same language, it's still difficult because not everyone can understand the language, of which that's a language that is being used by a lot of people, so I get it. In different companies, people are facing a lot of issues, especially when it comes to communication. So I have this kind of story. I'm sure we have got some Zimbabweans who are here. They're just going to know what I'm talking about right now. And to all those who will not be aware, please just listen to my story. So what happened to me before in Zimbabwe, when we are learning English, especially when we are reading, like from grade 1, grade 2, we use the letter A. The letter A, we pronounce it as in A. Like if we want to say a man, say a man. Like one man, we say one man. That's how we pronounce it. So instead of us saying a cat, we say a cat. It's not a cat, it's a cat. This is how we do it, So when I started teaching here in Dubai, I still remember this other time, we wanted to go out for a trip. So we were supposed to have like physical education activities for children. So when we went, we were actually in a meeting, so we were discussing like, so we are going out there, what are the activities that the children are going to be doing? Okay, the kids are going to race, the kids are going to be doing, if you know this spoon, the spoon race, where the children will be holding a spoon, they will put an egg inside and then they'll start running. And then all of a sudden, I was in the meeting and I'm like, let me contribute. Then I'm like, no, let's just have the sack race. We can look for sacks and then we can give all the children, the sacks, and then they can use the sacks to do the sack race, So when I was talking about the sack, it was actually about the sack, like the sacks, how they pronounce it here. Like you guys, some of you pronounce it like that. The sack, isn't it? S-A-C-K-S, right? But then to me, we don't pronounce it like that where I come from. So it was like the six, like it's not the sa, it's the say, right? When you're pronouncing it. So all of a sudden, the whole room, everybody started looking down and everyone is looking at each other. They're looking at, they're like, what are you talking about? Why do we need sex for the children to go outside? It was really quite like, it was, no one really took it seriously, but it was a language barrier that was actually just happening during that moment, But I was really honest and I was really raising a point. That was from me, right? But then later on, I just realized that no, you're not supposed to call it that. It's a sack, not a sack. You're not supposed to be calling it a sack. But from where I come from, that's how I pronounce it. And that's how I was taught, So I had to say it that way. So since then, I had to start learning how to speak like this British thing that they talk about, like, you're not supposed to be calling it the sack, it's supposed to be a sack, So it's something like that goes under the language barrier that really happened to me personally, like everyone else had to stop doing everything and be like, what are you talking about? Why do we need sex for kids to go outside and give, whatever they're doing? And to me, I'm like, no, I mean the sex, like the children can get inside the sex, those sex that we can put things inside. And everyone is like, no, you don't call it that. It was really something that since that day, I was always trying to make sure that whenever I have to make sure that I'm pronouncing that A as an A, not as an A, So it's another communication barrier thing that I once faced here. And trust me, I was really embarrassed during that time when everyone started talking about it later on, because people were laughing and they were like, but what were you talking about, But anyways, it's life, and we are far away from home, and we always face a lot of situations like that. We always face different situations. As of today, guys, I think this is it for today. And I really want to thank you so much, guys, for being here with us, and everybody who managed to share their challenges with us. Thank you so much, guys. I hope everyone is going to find a way to, to solve these challenges. Whoever is facing facing all these challenges, please try to, try to be as tough as you can when it comes to challenges. Yes, as much as you are facing them, you need to remind yourself why you are there. And please, please, please don't forget to motivate yourself. Do things that you like. Do things that you feel like they actually bring you up, and always focus on yourselves. Don't forget your families, and please, please, please try to find solutions to these challenges. Thank you so much, guys. If there's anybody who wants to say anything right now, please go ahead.
Just want to say thank you, everyone. I've learned a lot, Miss Beauty.
You're welcome, Leah. Thank you so much.
Thank you also.
Anybody else, guys? You can say whatever you want about today's session.
Okay. Just want to thank you guys for contributions. I think on this subject, it's a really nice subject to discuss and, give each other